Love stories that you need to know about. Do you want to hear about them? Attentively while I tell you the story. Are you ready? Ready for it? See, I don't know how you are going to look at it. I don't know how you are going to think it, but this story is a story that pains me and also kind of makes me happy. I don't know. It is a bittersweet story. And here goes the story. No time to take time. Here goes the story. The story is about a couple. Yeah, here goes the story. The story is about a couple that lives in. Hmm. Okay, let me give it out. That lives in Abuja. The husband has this business that is thriving. It's a thriving business. It pays him well. He earns from it and he enjoys life from it to the fullest. But now business is all about uncertainties. Something today it's good, today next day is not good. So basically, that is what happened to the young man. He has always been the one providing, caring for everybody, carrying the load on his head. But when something now went the wrong way, business crashed. The economy of Nigeria is kind of crazy. As usual, the woman that he have done everything for, absolute everything for, decided to, show her hand. And I don't blame the woman though, but I blame the woman because assuming that she did not listen to side talks, what people are saying, what people will say, that kind of thing. I believe that marriage would have lasted even though the man had issue. So the man had issue. He came back to his wife now thinking that he's talking to his confidant, somebody that understands and listening to him and everything. But at the end of the day, he found out that he actually is the only person in the marriage, that the lady is there because of what is coming out from the marriage, not because of what they have agreed to do for each other, to be married and to be, you know, build a life together, do everything that is meant to be done. That was it. So he thought that this is my marriage, it's going to work. So let me go home and talk to my wife and tell her this is what is going on with my business. My business is not going well and everything. To her surprise, the lady was like, okay, it's your business after all, it's not my business. Since I see how what is giving me money. That kind of response, it throws you aback like this is not the response I was waiting for. But hey, she told him point blank, you are the man. You are going to provide. Have issues or no issues, you are going to provide. The guy was distraught. He was like, where is all this thing coming from? Have you been planning, to tell me this thing and this is the opportunity to tell me this thing? What is going on? The lady was not having it. She was going out. Why would you have issue with your business? I thought you are smart. I thought you are this. I thought you are that. I thought you are that. Knowing fully well that the business he does is a business based on trust. It's a very common business practice in here. It's business based on trust. Somebody trusts you with some funds. You do the business. You give the person back his capital, and if you are good, if you are a good person, you give the person some part of your profit as well. So that kind of business it does. But as the economy took a turn and there's too many new regulations and everything, some of the people that he does business with left. So he came back talking to his wife, thinking that he's actually talking to somebody that understands him and understands where he's coming from. But all that thing was just to no avail. He just felt the emptiness that comes with it. But luckily for him, when something bad happens, believe that that is your turn. Something bad to happen to you. You are not special. You are not special. So he called me. He called me up and told me, he said, Case, what's going on? It's happening. It's happening. It's happening. There, 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 there. I told him, calm down. Where are you at? Tell me, I'm saying Abuja. Say, anytime you're in my city, call me. We can talk. But in the meantime, just calm down. He said he cannot say in his house that he's coming. He has some money with him. He took the next available night bus. When you are low on funds, you stop using air travel, you start using bus. So he took the next available night bus before 10 a.m. He's in my city. I met up with him, paid for his lodging and everything. We started talking. I told him, you are not special. Bad thing happen to everybody. Good thing happen to everybody. But if it happens to you and you feel that you are special, believe me, you are not. This is just life being life. You get? This is just life being life. And I need you to understand it that way, that this happening to you is just happening to you because it's your own turn to get something bad happening to you. And you cannot shy away from me. So the only thing you're going to do for me when something bad happens to you is either you allow it to break you, or you allow it to be the catalyst to build you up. Again, that is why if you look at gym bros, when their girlfriend breaks up with them or somebody breaks up their heart, they channel the whole energy into building muscle. They become animalistic in the gym. It shows. Google it. It's a very common thing. It happens. You get, it happens. So he came to me, he was telling me things, telling me, saying all manner of that. Then I said, chill. It happened. Yes, it happened. The only thing you're going to do is you still have some contact, leverage it. Maybe you are doing 100 million volume in a month. Come down to 5 million, 10, 50, 20 million in a month. And move from where you're staying. You're staying in a very furnished apartment and everything. Move from there. Because as it stands now, the person you're with, luckily for you, she have not given you any child. She have not given you any child. She keep on having miscarriages and everything. So, luckily for you, you guys don't have any child together. So, if she decides to leave today, I don't think you will be at any loss because now you don't have anything tying you guys together apart from the wedding certificate that you can even tear it, it becomes null and void, and they return your black price for you. And the guy is Yoruba, so he's a Yoruba guy, but we are kind of cool, we are cool. So he texts me, he talks to me. He told me, yeah, sure, that's what you were going to do. He said, okay, ate his food, took a proper rest, went home, told this lady they are leaving this apartment. The lady said, never. If you're leaving this apartment and I need the marriage with you, both of us are done. The guy said, okay, that is the reason why I came back here. If you want to leave, you leave. The guy thought he was joking. He went inside, and the rent is ending the next month. He went inside, took his belongings, made some arrangements, packed it very well so he can easily tell somebody to come and pick it up. Look for another apartment that is the same area, just that a finer and unfined house. So he went to the unfined house, paid for it, furnished it, do some basic repair in there, took the property and moved there, and he started building up again. Fast forward to the when he started, making some volume because he couldn't get 50 million, trust on him. He couldn't get. He started with 5 million, but that was something. He started from there until he left that business and entered into another business that his old friend introduced him to. Those people that he had been working with introduced him to the business, and the business happened to be something that he's very, very familiar with, but doesn't know how to start. So somebody, few calls and few trainings, he got acquainted to the business and he started doing it very well. What now happened? Then he started calling and okay, I'm pregnant. The guy asked, okay, thank you, congratulations to you and your partner, because I'm very sure we have not had sex in the past 6 months. So where did pregnancy come from? I said, I know, but you are still my husband. You paid my bride price, so they have not returned the bride price. That's why the baby is still your own. Traditionally, that is accurate. But unknown to the girl, the uncle of the guy went to the girl's house to correct bride price. But as the girl is so egotistic, they have been calling her, trying to, no, the thing that they are calling her to. Okay, that was the reason why they are calling her in the initial stage, to know if they can make her member, but she was not having it. So when they came to correct the bride price, they were still calling her to tell her what is going on. She was not picking their calls. So when the thing now happened, nobody to blame. Both of us are no longer married. After our marriage certificate, we didn't have any court marriage, and the bride price has been returned to me for the past 7 months. I even used it to drink beer and eat chicken. So the only thing I lost in the process was the extra amount of money I paid for the white wedding and traditional, but that's what I lost mostly. So regarding to your pregnancy, it's not my own. The person that impregnated you Please go and sort it out with the person, and please don't call my number again. If not, I will get you arrested. The girl was so cold, so quiet, but she didn't expect it. She thought that it was still business as usual because the guy is now standing back on his feet. No, I'm saying all this. I'm telling this story now is because I don't want guys to keep on making the same mistake. You will go and fall in love with somebody that don't even like you. You'll be living with your enemy, somebody that don't even want your progress, someone that you'll be going through a lot. That person will not even offer to give you aid, but they will give it to somebody outside. You understand? If you have that kind of person in your life, know that you are alone. Even though you people are still whatever you are doing, be careful. If that person manages to get pregnant for you, or that person have already have a child for you, keep it in your mind that the only thing you will have in relation with the person is that child. Take care of the child. That child is your responsibility. And if the child, if you must start using the child to, you know, make issues or pepper you or try to, use the child to get back at you, go go ahead and give birth on that child. When you have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more, believe me, that one will even need you more than you need that person. It may sound very, very harsh, it may sound very, very untruthful. And this thing I'm saying also applies to women as well. So women, you can also use it. When you know that this person is no longer, be a good person. There are some guys that will marry single mothers. But what deterres men from marrying single mothers is after a guy marries them, they will still go back and be sleeping with the man. That's why most men prefer to marry a widowed woman. A widow. A widow is a woman, so a widow. Most men, because they know the story. You get? So that is that. So it is very, very important you watch my videos and you listen to what I'm saying, because it will be very important to you someday. It may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, but Sunday may be very, very important to you. So add it, learn from it, incorporate it in whatever you are doing. It's going to be very, very vital. It's going to be very, very important to you. That's a doubt. Just make sure you hit the target. Hit the bull's eye all the time. Hit the bull's eye. That is the bull's eye. Hit the bull's eye. Make sure you hit the bull's eye. Thank you. I'll see you on the next one. Out.